How's everybody doing tonight? Who else had a good 2020? Really? Mine was fucking awesome. So back in 2020, I had a travel job, but I was home for like 5 months straight, staying up every night till like 4 in the morning playing video games, sleep until noon, work phone wasn't ringing, didn't have to feel guilty about not leaving the house. In 2021, however, my wife and I got COVID. I had melanoma removed, and our wife had some issue, or my daughter had some issues with mental health issues. In 2022, the doctor told me I was type 2 but diabetic. So I'm pretty much ready to suck a dick right now to have 2020 back. And I am scared shitless for what 2023 has to offer me. I'm waiting for like gonorrhea or something. But the travel job was cool. So, fancy hotels, 5-star meals, cool sports cars as rentals. But what do you think my favorite part of travel was? Any guesses? All right. Porn with sound. Oh, man. I'm not kidding. Do you know how hard it is to get a good stroke on at home when the family's in the other room? Do you know how unsatisfying it is to see a woman with tears streaming down her face from her asshole being stretched open and not hearing any whimpers? There's nothing better than having zero regard for the uncomfortable night the gentleman in the room next to you is going to have listening to your stroke session through the walls all night. Not one thing better. Fellas, if you don't believe me, find some little motel not far from your house this weekend. Bring your laptop, lay back, crank up the volume, and you can thank me for your date with Miss Michigan. Are we a one-liner crowd? All right, so I got a couple one-liners for you. So my friends were discussing the pranks they were playing on their wives for April Fools. They said, Charlie, what'd you do to yours? I said, I told her I loved her. At work, I had to take a sexual harassment training course. I said, of course I know what sexual harassment is. Look at my record. Whenever a store clerk asks me if I want to double bag it, I always tell them the only time I double bag it is when I'm with a prostitute. That reminds me of this time I was in Las Vegas. All right, don't get ahead of me. I've never bought a prosty. But when you're walking around in Vegas, you'll see a lot of Mexicans on street corners handing out what I call trading cards. It has a picture of a naked woman on the front and a phone number on the back. And so I was spending a good portion of the day hunting Mexicans. Well, not hunting Mexicans, but I was looking for Mexicans on street corners to collect cards. So I got back to the hotel room, and I had them all strewn out on the bed. I had every flavor of woman, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian. It looked like I dumped out a bag of horror Skittles. And I don't know what the going rate on pussy is. Anybody? So I got curious, right, a lot. So I called the number on the back, and a gentleman answered, and I said, yeah, is this the hooker agency? And he said very sternly, sir, we do not sell hookers here. This is an escort service. I said, will the escorts have sex with me? Yes. All right, how much is your finest female for the evening? He said, our finest girl is named Poison Ivy. She runs an average of $10,000 a service. I said, holy fuck, 10 grand? That's like $5,000 a pump. Here's 10 grand? I don't fucking think so. Do you guys have anything in the like dollar store pussy range? You know, maybe like 50 cents a pump. I could definitely break a 5 for that. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.